back and get ready to have the most fun you ever had with an electronic device. All right, everybody, welcome out to the Get On With It Sports Podcast, sports show, sports extravaganza, if you will. It is Thursday, special Thursday night episode, August the 22nd, 2024. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than Mr. Harry Lug Nutz and Mr. RadioPete. Say hello, gentlemen.
When are you going to stop telling us what to do?
All right,
Really?
Don't say hello, gentlemen. Say whatever you want to say, or don't say anything at all. It's completely up to you.
Great.
Careful
So you're taking away
what
all
you
of our
wish
choices.
for.
You're taking away all of our choices.
So I just tell you.
Stop telling us what to do. Okay, do what you want or don't. Now you've removed any freedom of choice,
any possibility.
whatsoever.
You just have to sit there like
No matter what we
and
do,
you can't even not say anything because then
Freedom of choice
Yeah.
is what we've got.
No
Freedom
matter
of
what
choice.
we do, you can then say, "I told you to do that."
Hello,
I
everybody.
said
If there's anybody actually out there, is there anybody
That
out
is
there?
one of the oldest sibling tricks in the book.
Yes, it is. It is freedom, and it's also next week's show opener too.
Hi.
It's that time of year where I got to listen to you guys talk about football.
Well, you don't like to talk about baseball until September. So does that mean you don't like to talk about football until January?
I don't like to talk about football at all because, I've got a problem with my team.
What problem is that?
Well, you know exactly what that problem is.
I know what the problem is, and I actually have some.
What? They're in
talk about.
first? Boo hoo! They're in first.
No, I'm talking football. I'm talking
talking
football.
football.
Oh,
Football.
They're not in first.
They're definitely they are
No one's in
technically.
first.
Oh,
They're
right now,
tied.
everybody's tied for first, right?
And they're tied for last.
And tied for last. Exactly. Symbiotic relationship. There you go.
That's right.
From first to last, the peak is never passed. More on that in a minute. I actually got something to go over with that, but let's kick it off with the memes. Let's get the memes out of the way.
God, yeah.
We get some funny ones tonight. Here we go.
The popularity of the segment ever growing, even amongst the three of us.
It's just the three of
It
us.
used to be, let's do the memes, and then it was, let's do the memes, but not quite as many. And now it's like,
look,
get the
anybody who's
fucking memes
listening
out
out there, if there is anybody and you want to pipe in, if you want to see the memes skipped over, by all means, let us know.
Yeah, right in.
Not anything personal against John, but
it's me. It's us. It's the three of us. We all want to do this, right?
yeah.
You'd
Matter of
be
fact, I want to do
surprised.
this, and then I gotta go.
I could have been through. Could have been through two of them already.
Yeah,
I'm only here for the memes.
and we could have actually been on to something else already.
Here we go.
That's what my friend used to say when we go to the movies, and they'd show the previews,
Right.
right? And one time they had a video. They showed a Kool in the Gang video before the movie. And then the video ends, and he taps me on the arm, and he's like, "Let's go. We just came for the video."
Right. By the way, for those listening, Kool and the Gang was a funk disco pop band from the 70s and 80s.
Yep. And originally from Jersey City, New Jersey, too.
Newark as well, yeah. Jersey City and Newark. Well,
that whole area, right? Exactly.
Yeah. James Cool Bell. All right.
All right. Here we go.
I think next show we should do our favorite Kool and the Gang song.
Kool and the Gang song.
Memes.
Okay. All right. This first one is, here we go. Loose Garble.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not exactly sure what. Is it like gravel?
Or is there any other kind of?
Wasn't he a reliever for the Dodgers in the mid 80s? Loose Garble.
Loose Garble, yeah. I think you might be right.
This is what I'm going to start calling Clay Holmes. Lose Garble.
Lose Garble. There you
Lose Garble. Oh.
So that's
what I like is that they have it perfectly anchored to another sign that's crooked, but yet they, I'm sorry.
Well, I think it's only connected by the top, so the sign can be crooked. It's it's going to move.
So no matter how far it tilts, the sign is going to remain in the proper
up and down vertical.
I guess. There we go. It's a pendulum, huh?
something along those.
All right, number 2 coming in hot.
Number two coming in hot. Here we go. We have do not secure bikes to feces.
Yeah,
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. That's a real, you know.
I would think that would be a pretty good security system.
is that's got to be one hell of a I shit myself while riding my bike situation.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they left out the N in fences.
And I'm hoping there's no loose gargle involved.
And if there's loose gargle with the feces, then forget about it. It's all over. All right. This next one, I'm not sure whether this is something to get you to another floor or a particular person is this way. And it is elevator.
Elevator was also that was loose gargle's sidekick. Elevator.
That just stands for the Vader.
Yeah. Also a WWF thug character with a mask.
Actually, that is the redheaded stepbrother of Darth Vader.
Well, Elevator, yeah, he was half Gator, half Darth Vader, and
Father, may I have a lightsaber?
And from Guadalajara.
Right.
May I have a lightsaber, Father? Get out of here,
Right.
Al.
He was the brother of Mil Mascaris.
There you go. Elevator.
Tag team tonight against the Wild Samoans will be Elevator and Mil Mascaris.
There you go. All right. Moving on to the next one. We have this seems to be a restaurant. And it's called Criminal Family.
Nice.
I love how they have this area is under surveillance, video surveillance.
Yeah,
of course.
I would hope so.
It's a speakeasy.
And yet it doesn't stop them.
Right.
They're still engaging in those unsavory activities.
Prohibition style dining in the suburbs.
Now, this could be like in a farce movie. This would be the phony restaurant that the FBI sets up.
Right.
In order, we're going to get the Tartaglia family on camera confessing. Let's open an Italian restaurant. We'll call it Criminal Family.
No,
by law, they have to put the sign up.
Who said this was Italian? And why are we jumping to that conclusion?
Because it's Criminal Family. And
I'm offended by that.
Well, I'm half Italian.
All three of us are Italians.
I don't give a shit. I'm still offended. You self-hating bastard.
Part is they have cameras, but because they're the government, they're legally obligated to put up the sign that says we have cameras. So.
Right. Notice we have cameras in the van behind you.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Don't turn around.
The white guys with weird mustaches do not live here.
Not so much. No. Moving on to some more interesting ones. Here we go. I wonder where this place is. I kind of want to find out. It is Easy Mom.
Tell you exactly where that is.
What language is that underneath?
DM me. I'll tell you exactly where they
are. And
Easy Mom. And to go along...
There's a ducky in the...
There's a ducky in the middle of it, yeah. Easy Mom.
Ducky.
Ducky. And to go along with Easy Mom, you can get this apparently for sale inside. It's a bowl of hot mommy with egg.
Oh, well.
Wow. She's still young enough to have eggs.
I was going to say, if you're looking for an instant family.
Yeah. Hot mommy with eggs.
And she's 35 years old.
She's 35 years old, exactly. Hot mommy with egg, 35.
I mean, cool.
She's very eager. Time is running out.
She's only got one, though.
No.
She's only got one egg. So do your best.
Yeah. I mean, odds are in your favor to not ruin your life. So
don't blow it.
Yeah. Well, or do.
Yeah, this is when you agree. You agree that, okay, we'll try and have children, but you're stacking the odds in your favor.
Right, exactly.
Right.
She's 35. She has one egg. Well, let's take a shot.
35's young now. Women I think they getting pregnant at 64, 65.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still more difficult as they get older.
Yeah, of course.
Just because we think
let's science get in the way of a funny joke, Pete. Come on now.
Well,
there's
why do you set me up like that? If you tell a funny joke, then I won't.
Touche.
Mm.
All right.
All right, moving on to the next one.
Sorry, you put that one on a T for me, Harry.
Right.
Mhm.
Another food one. Not sure if I want to. Eat this or even know what it is. It is Griffin's crispy toasted coconut.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm down.
Apparently, it's $4, or you get 4 of them. I'm not sure which is which.
250 G's. That's
Either very expensive.
That's an expensive cunt.
Yeah, so it's either $4 for 250 grams, or you get 4 of them for $250,000.
It sounds like Pornhub, Rice Krispie treats, and Harry Potter had a collab. And this is what they came up with. And I'm in.
There you go. That works. Griffin's crispy toasted coconut. There you go.
Yeah.
And then to round it out, you can wash down your hot mom with egg and your crispy toasted coconut with some sea min drink.
She looks happy.
She looks thrilled that she's.
What I like is that it
semen.
looks like it comes in a squeezy pouch.
Yeah.
It
looks like some accidentally got on her and she's not happy about it.
Yeah.
She opened it up, when you open up the thing and
you don't see any of her hair on her left side of her head.
No, you don't.
It's because it's been burned off.
Yeah,
maybe we get a couple of these. Maybe get a couple of these pouches and give them to the hot mommy with egg. Then you cut out the middleman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, they're squirtable. So
exactly.
Yep.
Anyway,
all right.
There's a phone number too. It's just 1101.
Exactly. 11. Is that a 0 or is that one of those? Is that a G? I can't.
You'll never know.
Exactly. Anyway, all right, and to wrap it all up, this is a sign outside. I'm not sure where it is, but they're selling penis wigs for Sal. So they have penis wigs, but only for guys named Sal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. Yeah. Like it's like a little cheesy, like a mustache wig, or is it like a curly sort of white guy fro? What do you think? I'm curious as to what these penis wigs look like.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, what I'm trying to figure out now is it a merkin, right? Which is a penis wig, or was that a mistake too? Because obviously it was be for sale.
Or is it a wig that goes on top of your penis, so you can have so you can have a puppet shot?
So just it's not above it, actually on it.
It's if you call your penis Sal, here's a wig. Hey, I'd like to introduce you to Sal. Hey, how you doing? I'm Sal. Hi.
I don't know if I go to that puppet show, but I see where you're going.
No, well, that's why they're for Sal.
That's why they're only for Sal. There you go.
It also looks like the O got.
What if your name is Sally?
Sally,
but they call you Sal.
Sal. There you go.
My name's Sally, but everybody calls me Sal.
Call me Sal.
Penis wig. Penis wig, please.
I've got a penis wig for you.
There you go. All right. Those are the memes tonight. So there you go. How were they? Were they good?
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, well,
those were.
I would say those memes are in the Anthony Verdugo batting average area.
And I got you. All right, fair enough.
I think those were enough to
end it for good.
Drive some listeners from the show.
Drive some listeners from the show.
What listeners? Viewers. If we're worrying about ratings,
it's enough to drive some listener from the show.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or
all right,
the show. Yeah.
All right. So let's go back to what you mentioned before. What about your football team, Harry? Do you not? Are you not happy about?
Well,
all right, I'm going to go make some scrambled eggs.
No, I'm going to be very, very quick. Finally, the national media has enough guts to say what I've been saying all along, and that Daniel Jones is a joke. He's a joke. And somebody, out of all of these wonderful quarterbacks that everybody said you should draft, somebody has been hot on one guy who's now out here in Denver, and oh, by the way, is the starter for the season opener, who's looked fantastic in the preseason. And the Giants could have drafted this gentleman, but they didn't. Look, Daniel Jones is not going to get this team anywhere. And I don't need to go into any details because you're going to see it for yourself all over again. You can do whatever you want around him. He's horrible. He is absolutely horrible. And the Giants are going to be below 500 again for yet another year. And until they just realize that they need to go out and get a quarterback, they are never going to be a winning team. There you go.
But Malik Neighbors.
Right.
Yeah.
And by the way, which one of the recently drafted wide receivers will have a mental breakdown and demand to be traded by midseason? That's kind of what I'm waiting for.
Which one do you think is gonna?
I don't fucking know. I don't really care. Yeah. So anyway, other than that, Giants look great. Oh, by the way, they lost their best offensive player in the offseason. They seem to okay. Anyway, there you go. But it's the offensive line. The offensive line is the problem. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
But they're better now.
They're better.
So
of course. It's all. Oh, and by the way, the Philadelphia Eagles continue to just, for highway robbery, draft. Now they've got like a top 16 2 year ago wide receiver who's now their third option or fourth option on offense, and they got him for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
So
good job, Giants.
Job. Yeah, Giants are not doing a good job.
And what's going to be even worse?
I'm officially fully on the let me see how the Jets can fuck up their season train. I have no interest in the Giants.
The what's going to be even worse than that is if they don't reach the Super Bowl, the Eagles. They were the Super Bowl this year. There's been chatter that Nick Sirianni's gone, even though the team is what it is. Nick Sirianni's gone. It's like Super Bowl or bust for him.
And then Belichick.
And Belichick, yeah, exactly. Yeah. But in any event, that aside, listen, I just want to pull up. I got the stats here. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'll just say I'll sum it up. I'm not going to read some stats. I'll just sum it up. There's been a bunch of people that went through the first two things. They went through the first however many games, 60 games, whatever it was.
Comparison
however,
Eli Manning.
No, not Eli Manning. Yeah, because Eli was incrementally better in the first 4 years, but
comparison with Peyton
fourth year he got to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl, and then the next year after that was should have gone to the Super Bowl, whatever. No. Those are those comparisons. We've talked about them before. But the first, however many games Daniel Jones has played, I think it's 60 or whatever it is, 60 something. Might be 72. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, they compared the first same amount of games for Daniel Jones to Trevor Lawrence. And the stats are ridiculously almost identical.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is a bust.
But my point is he isn't looked at as bad as Daniel Jones. I'm not sticking up for Daniel Jones by any means here. I'm just saying Trevor Lawrence isn't looked at as bad as Daniel Jones is looked at. Like Trevor Lawrence is like, maybe this year and whatever, blah, 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 blah. Daniel Jones is just get out.
Stats,
I say this, and stats, I know, show me on the field. I get it. But the reason I say this and I just bring it up is because I've been listening to the afternoon drive show on the Fan on WFAN 101.9 FM in New York, here in New York. And it's Evan Roberts and Tiki Barber. And Tiki Barber is, I don't know whether he's just being a company man as a, Giants legacy guy or what, but he's 100% behind Daniel Jones. So, it's enough hearing what he's talking about and saying the things that he's saying. It's enough to, let me be majorly cautiously optimistic and, say, all right, I'll watch the first couple of games with him and see where it's at and see where it goes from there. Because it's not like this year is weird too, because it's not right out of the gate, the Cowboys. They're playing the Vikings the first game. And the Vikings starting quarterback is Sam Darnold. So
we should be able to we should be able to win.
You would think.
You would think.
So, but in any event, that is my Giants length of my Giants things. But there's some other things. Pete, how are you doing over there in Jetsland?
Just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Or the other ACL to tear.
Apparently, in the Giants on Jets practice the other day, Aaron Rodgers threw something. I don't know. I heard anywhere between 75 and 150 touchdown passes.
I think it was 163.
Might have been that.
Yeah.
They were all at one person
at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, we're in the situation that we're always in.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just waiting for Aaron Rodgers to live or die, as it were.
Right.
And we'll see how the season goes.
I guess we will.
Whatever. I'm optimistic, of course. We may fill some of the Jets' potential here, but we still have other questions.
More importantly, did you guys see speaking of memes, the Trevor Lawrence meme regarding The Sopranos, where they said that if Carmela and Furio had a kid, it would be Trevor Lawrence? Pretty good. Just saying.
Oh my God. I didn't even have to think about that. As soon as you said it, I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, that was the biggest takeaway of football I had in the offseason.
That's pretty funny.
The Jets, look.
It's Jahan Dotson.
Rodgers had the last time Rodgers played a full season. He had career lows by a lot. Now you could say already had injuries or whatever. He is what, 41 or 40?
40. He's 40.
40.
He'll turn 41 during the season.
Look, I hope the Jets can do it, but they have the talent. I think they just got to keep the motherfucker upright. And hope for the best.
Yeah.
Look, every team in the AFC East is pretty much in the same situation. I mean, every team in football, obviously, wants their starting quarterback. But, Miami's not going anywhere without Tua, and he has to stay healthy. And that's a question.
I'm not sure they're going anywhere with Tua, but yeah.
No, but they'll
be a good team that people get excited about.
I'm not saying he's great, but
right.
he's had success. And they won't be successful without
the Patriots are no longer the Patriots, but
the Patriots are, they'll be if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, then that'll be the question: who's going to be last? The Jets or the Patriots, probably.
Right.
Obviously, the Bills are not going to the promised land without Josh Allen, and the Jets are not going none of these teams are going. I don't think anywhere. It's going to be
three of the four need to keep their quarterback healthy, and the other one needs to find a quarterback.
Yeah. So you would go, well, this could be the year for the Jets. Maybe things could fall into place.
They're in a tough division, but they have the talent.
We have talent. We have that good defense, and if we can keep our man upright, then it should be interesting. But again, being a 50-year Jet fan, I can't. My attitude has to be, well, we'll see how long it lasts, because something will happen. And it might not be a season ending. He might play 2 games and then miss 4 weeks, and then they go 1-3, and then he comes back and plays another 3 or 4 weeks, and then he gets hurt again for maybe he's not on the field enough of the season, even though he's not out for the 10 or 15 out of the 29 games they play. But he might be out for enough of it that they can just never kind of get any momentum going.
Look, here's the thing with the Jets is that they start off at the 49ers on the road, which,
good
tough. That. And they got to go to Tennessee, which is no guarantees. Then they got New England at home. Then they've got the Broncos at home. Maybe not as easy as it looked last year. Then they're at Minnesota, should win. Then they're at Buffalo. Or then they post Buffalo. Then they're at Pittsburgh, a game they should win. Then they're at New England, a game they should win. Then they host the Texans. That's a toss-up. They got the Cardinals they should beat. They got the Colts they should beat.
Texas is better than the Jets. That's not a toss-up.
Yeah, they got the Seahawks they should beat. Then they're at Miami. They got Jacksonville they should beat. They got a Rams team, which, let's be honest, they should beat. So they don't have the worst schedule in the world. Their toughest competition is going to be the division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could see the Jets legitimately winning 10 games. I can.
And we've also got the question of,
if they stay healthy.
Right. If they stay healthy, and is Robert Saleh the guy?
That's a question mark. I don't
This
have
season,
as much faith.
This season will be the telltale.
I don't have faith.
If they stay healthy and Aaron Rodgers stays healthy and all things equal,
I don't have faith in
this will
Saleh.
be the telltale year.
I don't have faith in Hackett, but they've got they have the talent where they should be able to. If they just don't try to get too fucking fancy with everything, they should be able to win a number of games.
Right. So, well, we will find out.
There you go.
There you go. And there you have
Well, you know what? Let's
That
leads me to let's do, since we're talking about football before we get away from football.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about a little something I like to call lifespan in the NFL.
Lifespan in the NFL.
Is this a new segment on the show?
No, it's yes and no.
It's an are they for real lifespan?
No, it's more of a tournament.
Tournament. Ooh, I like this.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're talking about quarterbacks who I would say are anybody could possibly be replaced, but perhaps likely to be replaced.
Okay.
And so we've got 8 of them, and I've got them paired up, and we're gonna, amongst those 4 pairs, we're gonna pick who we think is going to last longer.
Fire away. Pair number 1.
So, pair number 1 is Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson.
Oh, Wilson goes.
So,
well,
Kirk
we got
Cousins,
to pick which pair of the 4 pairs he's giving us.
No. Which of those 2 guys do you think is going to be replaced?
Wilson.
Not via injury.
Wilson.
First.
Yes, easily. I'm not even sure Russell Wilson's going to start, but yeah.
I don't know. It's
Cousins
damn
will survive longer.
Damn close. It's damn close.
Only because Cousins got somebody behind him now that's a top draft pick. But Wilson will fuck it up. He's gone. Trust me. He's on a short leash.
All
That's
right.
my answer.
I have to.
Well, pick Cousins then.
Yeah, no. I have to lean towards Wilson, but it's damn close. It's going to be damn close. They're going to everybody look.
If it was easy, Pete wouldn't
the first
be throwing it
interception that Kirk Cousins throws, every single person in Atlanta is going to be calling for the rookie.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Cousins has proved to have a longer leash.
All right, fair enough. All right, yeah, I'll go with Wilson too.
So so Cousins survives. I think we all agree on
Cousins was having a great year before he got hurt. We got to remember that.
Yeah. And who's the backup for Russell Wilson?
It doesn't matter. Next.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, yeah. So I mean, they both got somebody that the crowd might want.
I think Fields is going to probably be named a starter. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, so that you would win that right off the bat.
That one. Well, all right. So
next,
their round 2 opponent will be either Bo Nix or Daniel Jones.
Well,
you're going to take Nix.
No. Here's a good matchup because the Giants are going to stick with fucking Jones forever. Now, will Nix maybe have a rough go and might be temporarily replaced to end a game?
He might be. This is not because of injury. Remember?
Yeah, that would be okay, but he'll be back. So if it's just he was pulled for a couple quarters,
but who would he get pulled for? He'd get pulled for Zach Wilson,
or Jason Stidham or whatever.
That's the thing. He's got nobody behind him.
I think that there's a chance, even if it's not his fault, if the Broncos, if the game is out of line,
if he struggles,
they'll do it to
protect him.
They'll do it to protect him. The only reason why I would say Nix is because the Giants are so fucking stuck on this Daniel Jones fucking selection.
I don't know that they
will not pull him.
I don't know that they are. I don't know that they are anymore.
No Tommy DeVito fucking marinara
I no,
sauce.
not even that. I don't know that they are. There's
It's the management.
Oh, wait till no, I don't know, but because they were, if things fell to them the way they wanted them to fall, Daniel Jones would not be the starting quarterback this year. They would have signed either Jaden Daniels or they would have.
They should have drafted Bo Nix.
Drake May. They didn't want Bo Nix.
Yeah,
you know, they didn't want. They didn't
he was
want
too good.
Yeah, right. He was no Daniel Jones.
Right.
All right. So Jones has a longer shelf life because of the Giants' dedication to him.
I'm gonna go opposite of Harry on this one.
I hope John's right.
I'm gonna say Daniel Jones is the one.
There's
I'm gonna
nothing
say
better than watching that fucking spectrum candidate with
because you got to remember
blank stare standing on the sideline.
You got to remember one thing: the two of them, all right, the two of them could play the whole season, all right.
Oh, and
then, unless Daniel Jones literally does better than he did 2 years ago when they got to the playoffs and they beat Minnesota. All right. Unless he does better than that, he's not the quarterback of the Giants next year.
All right.
So, and if Bo Nix plays one game next year, then it's Daniel Jones that was left. So I'm going with Bo Nix on Bo Nix is a longer shot.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Nix too.
So what we're picking is who's going to have the longer shelf life.
Who's got the longer lifespan?
Okay, so on the first one though, I was clear that Russell Wilson was the shorter shelf life. All right.
Right.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, you think Wilson's going to get and again not by injury.
I think Nix is going to be a
Wilson
way
out,
Cousins
story, stays.
But
I don't say Jones out, Nix in.
I'm going to go Nix. I hope it's Jones. I hope he's
go Nix or Bo Nix.
Yeah, I'm going to go
Bo Nix.
Yeah, go
there again. Or Bogo Nix.
All right. So our next pairing, couple of rookies, Jaden Daniels and Caleb Wilson.
See, again, I think both of these guys could be a protective thing because Caleb has Daniels been named the starter?
I think so.
Jaden Daniels?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I mean, I know Caleb Wilson just was, or Caleb Williams, whatever the fuck his name is.
Caleb
Wilson.
Caleb
Williams. Wasn't he in Wilson Phillips? Caleb. Yeah. Daniels is playing for who? Washington. Yeah, I think Daniels goes first just because I don't know. Both teams kind of suck.
Daniels has got Marcus Mariota behind him.
Yeah, I think it'll
back and Brett Rippon.
I just think it'll be we're down by 26 in the second quarter. Let's put Marcus Mariota in.
I don't know about that. I don't know if you want to go that route. Just in general, talking about it. I mean, I think you're right. I think Jaden Daniels leaves the field first, if you want to call it that. Or
I think
I'm going
to stick Caleb Williams sticks around.
Caleb Williams sticks around, and that's because and looking at Chicago and what they got going on there,
they're going to be stubborn and give him a longer leash.
Yeah, and I think they're going to. I mean, as long as nothing stupid happens, I think they're going to actually play halfway decent football this year.
I also think he's looked better in the preseason. So
yeah.
This is not mid-game. This is we're replacing you for week whatever. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my answer. I think Jaden goes. Jaden
Daniels goes
first. Yeah, Caleb Williams has a longer shelf life. Yeah. All right, what's the last one?
We all agree on that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Last one is Sam Bradford Darnold and Jacoby Brissett.
God damn it. They're both in the league still?
Yeah. Jacoby Brissett goes first.
Where's Darnold starting? Who's he playing for?
Minnesota.
But J.J. McCarthy is out.
He's out for the season.
That's true. That would have changed. That would have changed my answer there. But still, it's Sam Darnold. And Jacoby Brissett's with who now?
The New England Patriots. And they got Drake May. At some point, Drake May's starting. Jacoby Brissett's not starting the whole season.
Jacoby Brissett goes out first. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this was interesting before McCarthy got hurt.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll check it after week 1 and see if any movement in our bracket happens.
Exactly.
So Brissett, I think we're all so we agree on everything except for Bo Nix and Daniel Jones.
Yep. There you go.
All right. So we will see how these play out. And then the winner of Cousins Wilson will go against the winner of Knicks Jones, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we'll have a winner by week 6.
I think you're right.
Only because there's probably a bye in there for a couple of them.
Could be.
All right. What else?
Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see who has the longest.
We'll see who has a longer shelf life. Absolutely.
Are we done with football?
I believe so. In 2 weeks, 2 weeks our show. Well, 2 weeks from tonight's opening day, so the day before is our next show. We'll do our season prognostication, and of course our first issue of
The 2024 Get On With It Podcast Fantasy Football League.
Wow.
All right.
I hope I understand what it is before 2 weeks from now.
Well, I'm going to tell you what it is right now.
Okay.
So we're going to not talk about football so much, but I do want to give everybody 2 weeks because we are going to have a draft.
Oh,
We are going to have a fantasy league. However, in keeping with the way we do things,
do I have to know? I have to know about players now.
No,
Nope.
you don't.
Good.
Well, I mean, you sort of do, but you don't. We are. Well, John, I need you to help me out with the math here.
all right, you got it.
How many teams are there in the NFL?
36. Oh,
32.
the 6 that count, but 32. Yeah.
And between you, me, Harry, and the coin, who will also be playing, of course.
Mm-hmm. 8 teams.
That's how many people? 4.
Eight. It's 4 people, so it would be eight teams each.
8 teams each. So that's what we're going to do, Mr. Harry Lug Nutz. We are going to draft teams.
How are we going to decide who drafts first?
We're going to.
I think last year's winner should
go last.
Should go first.
No, last.
First. What's the sense in winning then?
All right. Last year's. Hold on. No. Hold on. The winner of the Super Bowl doesn't draft first. The winner of the Super Bowl drafts last. So
Man, that's bullshit comparison.
Well, it's going to be a serpentine draft.
Right. So it doesn't matter.
So if you want to go first, you're going to get 1, and then you're going to get 8. If you want to go last, you're going to get 4 and 5.
So we're only picking 2 teams?
No. But I'm saying it's a serpentine draft.
1, 8, 9, 16.
So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't understand, but anyway, just let me know what I need to do when we're doing it.
All right, we'll tell you then. So it doesn't matter. Honestly, it kind of makes everything fair, and it doesn't really matter all that much when you draft. You know,
I get stuck with the Giants.
So think about what 8 teams you want to draft each week. You're going to put 6 teams into your active roster.
I'm picking the Cardinals first. So
the St. Louis Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals.
If that team wins, then you get a point. If they lose, you don't. If they tie, you get a half a point. We have 4 teams in the league, so we have a 15-week season. So you play each other team 5 times, and then we have the playoffs because it's only 4 teams in the league. So we have the automatic semis and then the final last 2 weeks of the season.
So we each put every week we put 6 teams in out of our 8.
Yep. Out of your 8, and that's your active roster.
Okay.
If they win, you get a point.
So the strategy here is sometimes towards the end is to to pick a team opposite because there's a chance we both have some of the same teams.
No. Once a team is drafted, they're out.
They're out. Okay, I got you. So
the strategy is
it's really just whoever gets lucky with this weird.
No, not so much because whatever 8 teams everybody has, right? Yeah. They have to pick you got to pick 6 of them. You're picking six teams each week.
Can you drop a couple teams and pick up teams that are available?
No, there's no teams available
because everybody's drafted.
Everybody's drafted.
So each week you're picking the 6 teams on your roster you think are going to win.
But now, you got to look at who that team is playing because one week it's a no-brainer. Boom, I'm putting this team in. Next week, they're going to lose.
Could be the best team in a lousy division.
Yeah, understood. Okay,
so
there you go. It's something different, exciting, and new.
We'll play head to
I'm
head. We'll
aboard.
keep track of the win-loss record, and then the playoffs will be 1 against 4 and 2 against 3. And we have a bunch of tiebreakers, including a 12-sided die.
There you go.
The ultimate tiebreaker.
Just let me know how it works when we do the draft. And will we have a list of available teams as they as the ones I want disappear into?
Well, we'll each have a list, and once you can make the list of who you're picking, and then just cross off the others as somebody else is picking.
Yeah.
So then there's your list, you know.
And the coin is going to use. There's a website that does weekly power rankings, and so the coin is going to use the power rankings for its draft in whatever order they happen to be in going into week 1, and then it will take it.
I think the coin should be a random selection. It's the coin.
Well, the only way it can be random is to do it that way, because you can't flip a 32-sided coin.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. Probably once you get past the first 6 or 7 or 8 teams, then that's when the strategy really comes in.
Right.
Yeah, because nobody's going to want Kansas City.
Right.
Well, that's what I mean. But once you get past, because
as long as nobody picks the Cardinals first. That's
all right. Let's go through the first handful of picks. Right. Kansas City's going to go early. Right.
Cincinnati, Buffalo,
San
Francisco,
Buffalo, San Francisco,
Philly,
maybe Philly, Baltimore, Texas, right?
Detroit, even
Detroit, right? And where do you put a team like? Well, I mean, you're low on the Cowboys, but if the Cowboys get 10 wins this season because the Giants are lousy and Washington's lousy,
it's all about the regular season, right? This doesn't go into the playoffs.
No, it can't go into the playoffs because there's not all there yet.
So the Cowboys are a perfect pick because they're great in the regular season.
Right, because they're going to get some wins. So, you got to figure out where to put them. How many teams from the same division do you draft? You draft a couple from the same division.
Right.
If you put them both in on any given week, you're guaranteed to get a point out of one of them.
Right.
Or a half point out of both of them. But you also have the bye week, too.
Right. Yeah.
If you have too many teams from the same division, then you're...
Well, the bye weeks work differently, though, and we should actually be cognizant of that, because not every bye week isn't one whole division. It's like 2 teams.
Oh, they don't do it that way.
1 team from this one, 2 teams from this one. So,
okay.
So you got to actually, when you're drafting, you actually have to be cognizant of what bye weeks each team has, because if you draft 8 and 6 of those teams have the same bye week, you're screwed.
You're losing that week, but again, it's only you're losing that week. So
right. So, but a lot of I mean, it might come down to that, depending on how we get down to the last few teams, that we're all in that boat. Like, okay, the bye week we're losing one, we're only going to have 5 teams,
right?
Because, whatever.
But it would also, I mean, it would also take it would be interesting a coincidence if you drafted and had a week where no one was playing.
Right.
No, but you could have a week where maybe 4 of your teams are out, and then you can only put 4.
Well, there's I think there's 13 I think there's 12. No, there's 11 or 12 bye weeks. So
how many teams are off each bye week?
Like 4.
4,
yeah, 4 or 5, depending on the week.
The chances are that you'd have all of them on your team would be quite a coincidence. So just rank the teams as you want to draft them in order, and then cross them off as they get drafted, either by you or by someone else.
4, but actually it could be 8. So I think it's 4 teams, and there's 8 bye weeks. I'm pretty sure that's how they do it. So that's the 32. 4 teams. Yeah. So there you go.
So that's it. So that's coming up.
The Jets are ranked 21st in NFL.com power rankings, and the Giants are 27 with a bullet. Broncos 28th, Commanders 29th, Titans 30th, Patriots 31st, and rounding out the bottom end, the Carolina Panthers. So there you go.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we look forward to that. We're going to be doing that in a couple weeks, huh?
Yep. There you go. 2 weeks from last night. 2 weeks from last night will be the inaugural draft of the
2024 Get On With It Podcast Fantasy Football League.
There you go. That's so
And the
pretty.
shortest sounder ever so far.
There you go.
I love it. All right. Well,
All right.
we got that to look forward to.
Maybe
Well,
we
there you
do.
go. You got two weeks to put your 32 teams in draft order, and we'll go from there.
Exactly.
So can I also just auto draft by the power rankings?
You really want to.
If you want to, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't want to leave anything up to my stupid mind. I mean, they've got the Detroit Lions number 4. I can't fucking fathom picking them, but hey.
There you go. All right. Do we have an Are They For Real?
Let me see. Yeah, sort of.
We had a which one sucks worse with the quarterback pairings.
Then we got a short Are They For Real?
Along those lines, we have a little Are They For Real?
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Pretty sure none of that's real.
You're not real.
For real, for real, for real. Yeah.
Are you for real? For real? For real? For real?
Are they for real?
What is real?
All right, are they for real? As you know, blah, 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 lots of different things, et cetera, et cetera. So we're looking at second-year quarterbacks, and we are going to rank them. Who is going to have a same, better, or worse? This is really kind of an interesting segment because we got guys who didn't play a whole season. A couple guys that did, though. So we're looking at Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, C.J. Stroud, and Will Levis. Okay. Obviously, C.J. Stroud was the cream of the crop last year. Bryce Young did not do as well, but he played 16 games. Then you had Will Levis, who played 9 games, and Anthony Richardson, who played 4 games before he got hurt. So we're going to go through them, and we're going to predict same, better, or worse.
Okay.
As far as the season they will have this year versus last year.
Gotcha.
So let's start with C.J. Stroud. Jersey Johnny.
Better.
A better season. 9-6 last year. 4,100 passing yards. 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Quarterback rating of 100.8. John says better. I say, yeah, they added some people. I think he's going to have a better year, too. I think the team's going to be better. His numbers will be slightly better. Harry?
Worse.
Worse.
Come back down to earth.
Come back down to earth, sophomore slump. All right, let's go with Bryce Young.
Can't get any worse.
Games,
I was going to say.
Can't get any worse, right?
I'm going to say the same.
But will he be better? Will they improve the team around him?
I don't know what they did.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what they did. So
let's see. They had a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator.
That always bodes well.
A couple of wide receivers, Deontay Johnson and Xavier Legette. Jatavion Sanders at the tight end position. Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt at the left and right guards, and Jonathan Brooks at the running back. So nobody I've ever heard of.
What was their record last year?
2-14.
2-14, and what did he have?
2,900 passing yards, 11 TDs, 10 interceptions, 73.7% QB rating.
They fucking suck. It's not his fault. About the same.
All right, so about the same. Boy. I think he's going to have a little better year.
all right, fair enough.
They might win 3 games.
John?
I said the same.
Same. Okay, sorry. Next up is Anthony Richardson.
Better. Only because he'll have an opportunity to play. When he looked okay before he got hurt.
Yeah, he did. If he learns not to run into people and slide.
Yeah, try not to block a 350-pound man with your leg.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll have a better year.
Better.
And last up, Will Levis. 9 games. He was 3-6. 1,800 yards, averaging 200 yards a game. 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
He only had 4 interceptions, huh? Not bad.
Yeah. QB rating of 84.2.
I'm going to say better.
Yeah, I mean, overall, he'll play more games, so his numbers will be better. The quarterback rating, about the same. I don't know. This one's just toss-up. Well, I'll say better, just to not be down on all these bastards.
Yeah, I mean, it could be better and the team could still suck. I mean, just for the sheer fact that he
Well,
played.
if we're talking about wins and losses, which is what matters, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, but he was 3-6?
Yeah,
3-6. Yeah.
So better is 4 and 7 is better.
Right.
He didn't have a terrible
5 and 11 is better. 5 and 12 is better. Yeah.
So you guys both say better?
Yeah, sure.
I'll say the same.
The same as us, or the same as he did?
No, but he'll have a pretty similar season.
Similar season, yeah, sure.
All right. None of them were on your walk of shame. Who will get replaced first quarterback list though?
No, well, Richardson's got Joe Flacco behind him.
Yeah. Does Flacco know he's there?
I think he's aware. Yeah.
he's gonna emerge in November again and have a crazy run.
Yeah, and Will Levis has Mason Rudolph behind him. So unless those guys are getting carried out on a stretcher, neither one of them is going anywhere.
You know, it just so proves that at the top of the NFL there are some great quarterbacks, but along the way, you don't have to be very good to play deep into your 30s.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
So there we go. That's Are They For Real?
All right. And there you have it. Cool. All right. That is Are They For Real? All right. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the rest of the football picks. Well, not the rest, all of the football picks, as well as obviously the fantasy football thing. 2 weeks from tonight. Brief MLB. Any points going into looking at, like, staring down the barrel of the last month of the season?
I think we are going to have I think we're going to have for the first time in many years. I don't think there will be one team that wins 100 games this year.
I think you're right. There's a lot of parity this year. It really is. I do agree with that. I got a Pete. You have anything on baseball?
I'm just taking a look at.
You're saying taking a leak.
It's taking a leak. Well, we're looking at our Down to the Wire from our last show, and Yankees in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Still looking at Down to the Wire.
Yeah,
we're not running it away. We're away with it not running away, but winning it significantly. Minnesota KC, we picked Down to the Wire.
Mm-hmm.
They're still tied heading into tonight's play. Houston and Seattle. Harry likes Houston,
and I was right.
5-5. So
and I was right, motherfuckers.
Well, you're right now.
I'm right.
Currently right.
Also, we had St. Louis and Pittsburgh. I am completely wrong about that, of course. I chose Pittsburgh. Actually, we're all wrong about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it's only 3.5, so not completely wrong about it yet.
Right.
And Arizona and San Diego tied up heading into tonight's play. So, yeah, everything except really St. Louis and Pittsburgh, we were all spot on so far.
It's true.
Well, Johnny, you and I were not spot on about Houston, Seattle.
No, we were not. I was definitely that. But again, Harry was right. But at the moment, there's still a month and change left of the season. So,
yeah. For the moment, he is on the right track.
He's on the right track. Track.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't know what else is there to say.
Not a whole hell.
Paul Skeens, Rookie of the Year.
Yes, probably,
right?
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, Yeah, I guess. Kind of sick of him.
Are you though? Are you
Just
really?
a guy who's bringing back old school fucking
Yeah,
pitching.
is he?
So why
Is
why
he?
wouldn't you like him?
Just
Yes, he
because-
is.
It's just because he's that stupid mustache and his hot fucking girlfriend.
I hate that guy.
That guy.
Look, real quick, Brian Cashman had one job to do, and that was to get a fucking closer to the Yankees at the trade deadline. And he didn't because he got stingy. And he could have had Tanner Scott, didn't have him. So his big fucking trade deadline, pitching wise, was getting Al Leiter's grandson, third rate, fucking second, I don't know, whatever, some Leiter who sucks.
It's his nephew, isn't it?
The Yankees have a chance this year because of the parity, but they will never win a World Series with Clay Holmes as their closer. Clay Holmes isn't a setup man, let alone a closer for a world championship team. Aaron Boone needs to grow a pair and get this guy out of that role. It's atrocious. The Yankees have given away 5 games in the last 3 weeks that they should have won. And yes, they've won some decent games. Don't get me wrong. But they're a 2-man team. Hopefully, Jazz can come back and keep jazzing it up. Let's put him at the top of the lineup, Aaron Boone, and quit screwing around with Gleyber Torres at the top of the lineup. You get incredible starts from Stroman and Nestor Cortez, and you blow them with Clay Holmes. Clay fucking Holmes.
And we didn't even prompt him to say anything about the Yankees, and this is what we got. So there you go.
No. Well, listen,
Clay Holmes must go. And I'll tell you what, if there's one person I want removed from their job in New York, it's not Daniel Jones. It's Clay Holmes.
Even more than Daniel Jones.
Oh my God! Holy yeah! I'm gonna actually
10.
I'm gonna call Danny Jones and tell him that he's gonna be
year.
happy to hear that.
10 blown saves.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
look,
where
Booney,
that's what the all-star.
Booney is never going to grow a pair because that's not how the Yankees operate.
No. And Aaron Judge is already the MVP. And
Clay Holmes.
If he hits 62 home runs in back-to-back years, are we still going to talk about Bobby Witt Jr. or Tatis being the MVP? Come on, wake up, people. Wake up.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just think that Clay Holmes, this is what Clay Holmes does with his bike. He secures it. Clay Holmes secures his bike to pieces.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. A giant fucking turd on the mound, throwing 65-mile-an-hour change-ups right over the plate. God, they suck.
There you go.
The Yankees should have 12 more wins this year based just on absolute idiocy.
Right.
Let's go Mets.
There you go. And the Mets helped out the Yankees yesterday.
I know. Mets are looking all right.
So there you go.
Mets are still
chugging along.
Metting it up. They're going to make the wild card. I feel it in my bones.
I hope you're right. I got a quiz for you guys.
All right.
Got a quiz for you guys. You need, and it's nobody wins it, nobody loses it. It's just see how many of them you can get.
All right.
I need you to name for me, in any order. I'll let you know. In any order, name for me the last 6 players with 50 plus home runs in a season.
Ooh.
Harry, you start. You go first.
Well, Judge.
Okay. Hold on. Pete will go next. Judge, what year?
Last year.
Almost
this year, but
no, not last year. Year before.
He didn't have 50 plus home runs last year?
No, he had 62 home runs in 22.
Oh, okay. Well, how many did he have last year?
Under 50.
Oh, okay. I thought he had 50. Right,
so. He had actually twice in the last 8 years. He had and he had 17 too, his rookie season. He had 52 home runs.
All right. So
Right.
2 years ago he did it. So did
He's a
anybody
good
did anybody do it last year?
Somebody hit more than 50 last year.
Who was it? Pete. Yeah. Or just another one of the 6.
I think he was a guy that you wanted on the Yankees, Harry.
Oh yeah, first baseman.
From the Braves. The guy from the Braves.
Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
There you go. Last year, Matt Olson.
That's right. He had like
Yeah.
54, 55, something
There
like
you
that.
Mid 50s.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. That was a joint effort between the two of you. Pete, you name another one.
Alonso.
There you go. I said, Pete, you name another one.
So
Pete Alonso
listen,
had 53 home runs in 2019.
It's only because it happened last year and last year alone that I even remembered that there was
Olsen.
somebody.
So we got Olson going backwards. We got Olson, Judge,
Alonso,
Judge, right?
yes.
So does that 4?
No, that's 3. That's 3.
So you're looking for just guys, not
just the
in
guy.
the order.
Doesn't matter how
Okay.
many.
Yeah, I
times
just
Judge doesn't
told you
count
that he
twice.
did. Judge
doesn't
twice.
count twice.
No. Yeah, Olson is in 23, Judge in 22 and 17, and Alonso in 19.
In 17, was that the last year Stanton was on the Marlins? The last time he was useful for anything? Or was that 16, 15, 17? So Stanton is one of them.
Stanton is number 4.
Okay.
Giancarlo Stanton is number 4, and also in 2017. Yeah. So
and then what? How far back are we going before?
I'll give you the years. Number 5 was 2013, and number 6 is 2010. That's how many years. I mean, we've had, if you count Judge twice, we've had 5 50-plus home run seasons. So around the NFL,
so we're looking for the next 2 guys on the list.
We're looking for number 5 and number 6.
Whose turn is it? Pete's?
Yeah.
And this is by year? By year?
Yeah, 2010 or 2013, either or, it doesn't matter. But number 5 is 2013, number 6 is 2010.
I don't know.
I want to say A-Rod, but I think that was too long ago. It was before 2010.
Yes, it was not A-Rod, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. All right, John, give me a hint. Does one of them spend a little time with the Mets?
Did one of them spend a little
time with the Mets at the end of his career?
Yes.
Okay. Joey Bats.
Joey Bats was 2010. He's number 6.
Batista?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
Has Vladdy ever hit 50?
Vladdy Jr.? No.
Junior, yeah.
No. Because obviously this list goes back to 2010, and Vladdy Jr. was still in
the only other one that's coming to mind, but I think it was, I don't know what year it was Cecil Fielder's kid, Prince Fielder.
Nope.
No, huh?
He might. I mean, maybe he did before 2010.
All right,
what was the other?
So now, what year are we looking at? 14?
2013.
American League or National League?
American League.
AL East?
Yes.
It wasn't Ortiz. That's too long ago.
It was not Big Puppy.
Chris Davis?
Chris Davis, 2013.
What happened to him? Is he still playing?
He stopped taking steroids?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, he's done playing. He's almost 40, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow, good call there, Harry.
Yeah,
that is not a name.
Yeah,
I remember he had a number of good years there.
He came up with the Rangers, but
Right.
he spent a couple of years there, and then he spent three or 4 years.
Didn't he win MVP with the Orioles or no?
He
was in the running. I know.
He was.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't. He was. Yeah, he did not win an MVP.
I thought he won. Okay.
But yeah, his last appearance. I just pulled it up. His last appearance was 2020, and not even the end of the season either.
Yeah.
Yeah, early September 11th.
Was he caught using steroids?
I don't know. Good
Pete,
question.
you mentioned it. I didn't know that. I thought
I don't know if he was or not. I just
Yeah, September 2014, Davis was suspended 25 games for testing positive for amphetamine. He asserted that he tested positive due to the use of Adderall, for which he previously had a therapeutic use exemption.
Yeah, well, that's not a steroid.
Davis missed the Orioles' postseason games in 2014 due to his suspension. There you go.
So he was an idiot. Yeah,
but apparently he had the exemption, but they suspended him anyway.
I mean, Adderall is not a steroid; it's just
Adderall. No, it's not.
They're going to have to change that. There's going to be an entire generation on Adderall fucking coming forward.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
So there you go. Good one. I think I'm going to do a couple of these too. Not like, what are these? I like these, top.
That was a pretty good.
I forgot that was 2 years ago, Judge. How is that 2 fucking years ago? Where has time gone?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, am I getting old?
We're about to start the 5th year of this podcast.
Oof, we still have nobody listening.
Jesus. Well, let me ask you guys a quick question here. The Mariners, they just fired Scott Service.
Yeah, they suck.
Yep.
So will they be any better?
Nah.
With Dan Wilson running that? Well,
I mean, they might get a little... Yes, only because they get that boost, right? They get that bump.
Yeah, they're going to get that boost. Can
What
it
boost?
last for a month?
Yeah, you don't get any boost from managers anymore.
I don't know. Look what happened with Philly when they got rid of Girardi, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That
was for a longer duration of time, though.
No, not too much longer. A little longer, but not too much longer. And if it's just a month boost, that's all they really need, right?
Well, will they be a little better than the horrific slide that they've had? Yeah, of course.
That's there you go. That's the point. Like just a different.
Will they make it a down to the wire?
I think they will. I mean, they're only 4 games behind them, 5 games behind them.
Houston's not going to give up the division. If they still Mariners are still in a wild card hunt, but they're not going to win the division.
See what happens. That's why they play the games, as Chris Berman says.
Yeah.
Of course, he doesn't talk about that with baseball. That's only football, but you get the point. So, anywho, I got one more real quickie for you. It's the question of the week, if you will. We'll call it that, even though it's not. I need you to name for me. We'll go back and forth. Pete, you can start. One each. Name for me 4 professional sports teams named after bears.
Professional sports teams?
Professional sports teams. I'm not saying football or baseball or hockey or basketball.
Okay.
Just
other than the one that's actually.
Oh, no. But just there's 4 of them.
Okay.
Pete, start.
Is this American?
Yeah, American.
Yeah, the Tokyo Teddy Bears.
So, Pete, kick us off, Pete.
All right, so I'll say the Chicago Bears.
There you go. All right, you got one. All right, there you go. All right, Harry.
The Cubs.
Cubs is 2, right? Pete. You want to hit?
Are there any in hockey?
There's 1 in each.
There's 1 in each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies.
There you go. So there's hockey left, Harry.
So good luck with hockey.
Oh, fuck.
Is a Canuck a bear? I don't think so.
Canuck is a Canadian, right?
Well, it isn't, the Bruins.
The Bruins. There you go.
Ah, very good.
Bruin is an English brown bear, So there you go. So Bruins. Yeah, there you go. So Bears, Cubs, Grizzlies, and Bruins. There's the 4. Cool.
I don't know if I forgot about the Grizzlies. Jesus, where are they? Where do they play now?
The Grizzlies playing in Memphis.
Saskatoon.
Memphis. Didn't they start?
Saskatoon.
They're not in Vancouver anymore?
They're not in Vancouver anymore. No, they're in Memphis. Yeah.
How many years were they in Vancouver? Like 3?
2 or 3, yeah.
Mhm.
Short little stint, and then they moved.
Didn't they draft Big Country Reeves?
Maybe.
Brian Reeves and the Memphis Grizzlies. I think that's right. Big floppy.
Yeah.
We call him Big Floppy because we've
Floppy
seen him play.
Yeah. That's right. They're I just looked it up. Their first Brian Winters was their head. Stu Jackson was there. Oh, Jesus Christ. They were doomed for fucking miserable
That is a brain trust.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think they picked Mike Bibby with the second pick in the 1998 draft. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had a respectable career. Right? He had a journeyman's career.
He's not going to save you from the magic of Stu Jackson.
All right.
Vancouver's first pick was Knicks point guard Greg Anthony. Other top picks were Byron Scott, Gerald Wilkins, Kenny Gaddis, and Benoit Benjamin. Oh my God, this was like, hey, who's on their last leg? You get to pick them. And here they go. In the first draft, the Grizzlies were 6th and selected center Bryant Reeves. How can I remember that? But I cannot remember my password to my bank.
Maybe you should change your password.
What's more important to you?
Country.
Big Country should be your password.
Yes. Where did he play? Johnny? Where did he play? I don't know. Do you know?
No.
Reeves. That was like Oklahoma or someplace like that.
I think it was Oklahoma. I think it might have been. I think it might have been Oklahoma
State, maybe, or was it like what? Yeah, it was somewhere in Oklahoma. You're right. All right, we're gonna have worst white centers of all time. Who was the guy that played for the Utah Jazz?
Oklahoma State. Yep, Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Good.
Yeah.
With the weird haircut from Kansas. God, he's my pick. Whatever his name was, I'm trying to think of it. God, who was the big white guy that played for? He was from Kansas and played for the Utah Jazz. Greg Ostertag.
Yeah.
I mean, the Knicks have one without a doubt, and he started in the NBA Finals.
He did.
Chris Dudley. You've got Marcus Camby on the bench, and you're starting Chris Dudley.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. He's 51 now.
Greg Ostertag?
No, Brian Reeves.
Big Country Reeves. Well, yeah, he's definitely got a rib shack somewhere.
He does. That's right here.
Yeah, exactly. Big Country Ribs and shit. Ribs and Diesel. The I can't make a layup special.
Big Country Ribs and Diesel.
Big Country brick.
If you can sink a foul shot, then your drinks are free.
Yeah.
But he gets to block it with a spatula from behind the grill.
Exactly. But he doesn't go out. He just reaches out from behind the grill. Denied.
Big Country. I'm changing all my passwords.
Big Country. Big Country. Big Country! Exclamation point. There you go.
Wow.
No, Big Country 1! Exclamation.
There you go. Right.
Got to get a number in there.
Got to get a number in there. There you
Yeah.
go.
And despite that,
and everybody listening right now that actually has
that,
this,
the Jazz were in the finals every year for 3 years straight. That's why Karl Malone took so many shots, because he looked towards the low post and saw Big Country Reeves and Greg Ostertag. No, not Big Country Reeves. Greg Ostertag.
Yeah,
Big Country Reeves was the first pick. Oh, the poor fucking Grizzlies. They had no shot. Stu Jackson. There you go. Big Country Reeves. He fucked the Knicks up, and then he fucked up an expansion team. That one weird eyebrow. All right.
We have an over-under tonight?
No.
No over-under. All right.
No
There you go.
over-under.
Anything else before we sign off before our big football kickoff show in 2 weeks? I'll take that as a no, since there's silence on the other end.
I thought we were done a while ago, but yeah.
Oh, he signed off a while ago, yeah.
Well, we were done, but then you mentioned Big Country Reeves.
Exactly.
And we milked it for another 8 minutes.
Exactly. All right. Well, on that Big Country Reeves note, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching. And for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you tremendously for listening. Don't forget to visit our website, www.getonwithitpodcast.com. That's getonwithitpodcast.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search for the Get On With It podcast. And of course, all of our shows are available on YouTube as well on the Logger Room channel. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, which is now X, and Twitch every other Wednesday night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Tonight was a special night because somebody had to commute back from Cincinnati yesterday. So how was the drop off there, Pete?
It was fine. It was fine. You know, we had to, well, whatever.
Gotcha.
We had to wait a day to move him into the brand new building that they built,
Gotcha.
Apartment building. And then there was a leak in the ceiling in the bathroom.
Oh, great.
So they had
Which
to
is
come
always
in
fun.
and it was a washing machine upstairs, I guess, was leaking. So they had to fix that, and then they had to take the ceiling down and put it up, and then he couldn't shower because they were waiting for the spackle to dry and all that. And then so as of yesterday, I think we're still waiting for them to finish everything.
Gotcha.
They had to wait for everything to dry out before they could fix it. So of course, just bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the management was very nice. They're like, oh, we could put him up in a hotel, and we're like, well, that's very nice of you, but that's more of a hassle for him than not taking a shower.
Not taking a shower for a day. Yeah.
Like going to, he doesn't have a car or anything. So
right.
Plus we were there that night anyway, so he just stayed in the hotel with us. But we got him in, got everything taken care of. He's, doing his orientation stuff this week. So, and it was nice. We stopped at the Eight Sisters Bakery on the way back.
Saw that.
Got some stuff from there. So my wife finally got to try some of it because she'd not had any previously.
Mm-hmm.
We made a few trips out there, and first trip actually was, I think we were on our way to Indiana, and it was just Peter and I, and we pulled over in McDonald's to go to the bathroom, and this was right next to it.
Right.
So we stopped and got some stuff, and it was great. But then since then we've always taken the southern route across Pennsylvania coming back, so we never hit the bakery. It's on the northern route, so we made sure we went there.
You went that way.
Got some delicious stuff.
Did you get any Cincinnati chili while you were out there?
Did not get any Cincinnati chili.
Yeah.
We had some delicious Indian food and hotel breakfast. And that was about it.
Because the Cincinnati chili, I've had it a couple of times, and it's a commitment. That's for sure.
Yeah, I actually made it once, and I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot.
That's good though. It is. Anyway, all right. But anyway, so that's why we're on Thursday night tonight. But normally it's Wednesday night, every other Wednesday night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you could do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcast, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Refining, pretty much anywhere you can find audio podcasts, you will find the Get On With It.
You'll have a hard time finding us on all of them.
Yeah. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Look forward to talking with you in 2 weeks on Wednesday, the 4th of September with our football kickoff show for the following night. And we will talk to you soon, guys. Take care. Cheers.
Greg Ostertag, 11 seasons, 48% from the floor, 1 for 10 from 3.
Mm-hmm.
And 57% from the free throw line. So.
Tune in next time to find out where he sits in the ranking of the worst white centers in the history of the NBA. Will he fall above or below Bryant Big Country Reeves?
And tune in the following week to find out where Greg Ostertag sits in Big Country Reeves, Big Country Ribs and Diesel.
That's right.
Because he has his own table.
That's right. Yeah. And who will be ranked higher? Chris Dudley or Chris Novoselic, the bass player from Nirvana?
Wow. I
There
think
you go.
Novoselic's assist totals will surprise you.
Will surprise you, absolutely.
He's definitely contributed more to our culture.
There
All right.
you go. All right.
Bye.
See you guys. Take care. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.